Before we dive deep into the ocean of the most important countries in Africa, I would like you to please help share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Why Nigeria is the most important country in Africa depending on economy, population, military, diplomacy, culture, or regional influence. Here are the major contenders and why each matters. 1. Nigeria. Often considered the most influential overall. Largest population in Africa, over 200 million. Biggest economy in Africa, driven by oil, services, and tech. Major cultural influence, Afrobeats, Nollywood film industry. Strong role in West African politics and ECOWAS. 2. South Africa. Highly influential in economics and diplomacy. One of the most industrialized African economies. Member of BRICS. Strong mining and banking sectors. Influential in Southern African regional politics. 3. Egypt. Key historically and strategically. Powerful military. Important Suez Canal trade route. Major influence in Arab and African diplomacy. Large population and strong cultural heritage. 4. Kenya. Influential in East Africa. Regional tech hub, Silicon Savannah. Strong role in African Union diplomacy. Major economy in East Africa. So which one is the most important? Economic power plus population plus cultural rich, the answer is Nigeria. Global diplomacy plus infrastructure, South Africa and Egypt also stand out. Economy. Politics. Military. Culture. If we are talking strictly economic importance, the answer is clear. Nigeria is the most economically important country in Africa. Why Nigeria? Largest economy in Africa by total GDP. Huge population, over 200 million, gives a large labor force and consumer market. Major oil and gas exporter, one of the top globally. Rapid growth in tech. Lagos is a major startup hub. Entertainment, Nollywood plus Afrobeats influencing global markets. Financial services. Second place, South Africa. More industrialized and developed than Nigeria. Strong mining sector, gold, platinum, diamonds. Well-developed banking and infrastructure. Johannesburg and Cape Town are major business centers. However, South Africa's economy has slower growth and struggles with unemployment and power shortages, which is why Nigeria leads overall. Third place, Egypt. Large manufacturing and agriculture base. Controls the Suez Canal, a critical global trade route. Rapid development projects and tourism remain important. For political influence in Africa, the picture shifts a bit. Different countries shape the continent in different ways. 1. Nigeria, strong regional power. Nigeria plays a major role in West African politics. Often leads ECOWAS, the West African Political and Security Bloc. Sends peacekeeping forces to stabilize conflicts in the region. Has a very large population, so its voice carries weight. Nigeria's influence is strongest locally, not always continent-wide. 2. South Africa, diplomatic and global influence. South Africa has strong influence on the African Union and internationally. Member of BRICS along with China, Russia, India and Brazil. Well known for diplomacy and peace negotiations. Hosts many international organizations and summits. South Africa is especially influential in Southern Africa. 3. Egypt, strategic and military influence. Egypt has one of the most powerful militaries in Africa. Controls the Suez Canal, a critical world trade route. Influences both Africa and the Middle East. Very active in African Union politics. 4. Ethiopia, political influence through the African Union. Even though its economy is smaller. The African Union headquarters is in Addis Ababa. Ethiopia plays a big role in continental diplomacy. Overall political influence ranking. Rank. Country. How it influences. 1. Egypt. Strong military plus strategic control of Suez plus global diplomatic presence. 2. South Africa. Major voice in the African Union plus global partnerships BRICS. 3. Nigeria. Regional leadership in West Africa plus large population and economic weight. 4. Ethiopia. Hosts the African Union plus important in continental negotiations. For military strength, Africa's leading country is clear. 1. Egypt's strongest military in Africa. Largest military in Africa by active personnel. Modern Air Force and Navy. Significant U.S., Russian, and domestic weapons production. Strategic control of the Suez Canal gives global importance. Egypt is considered the continent's top military power. 2. Algeria. Very well-funded army due to oil and gas revenue. One of the largest defense budgets in Africa. Strong tank and air defense capabilities. Focuses heavily on border security. 3. South Africa. Smaller army compared to Egypt and Algeria, but very advanced technology and professional training. Produces domestic military equipment, e.g., armored vehicles, drones. Strong navy for African standards. 4. Nigeria. Large army by numbers but less technologically advanced. Very active in counter-terrorism operations, Boko Haram and ISWAP. Influential military role in West Africa, ECOWAS peacekeeping. Military power ranking in Africa. Rank. Country. Strength type. 1. Egypt. Largest plus most advanced force. 2. Algeria. Powerful well-funded army. 3. South Africa. Best technology and training. 4. Nigeria. Big force, strongest in West Africa but less advanced. When it comes to cultural influence, the leading country is 1. Nigeria, most culturally influential country in Africa. Why Nigeria? Afrobeats music is now global. Artists like Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido. Nollywood is one of the largest film industries in the world. Nigerian fashion and slang spread across West Africa and beyond. Massive population means its culture travels everywhere Nigerians go. Nigeria shapes youth culture, entertainment, and social trends across Africa. 2. Egypt deep historical and cultural legacy. Ancient Egyptian history influences global civilization. Modern Egyptian films and Arabic pop culture influence North Africa and the Middle East. Strong religious and educational influence in the Muslim world, e.g., Al-Azhar University. 3. South Africa, cultural diversity and global presence. Strong presence in music especially. Amapiano. House. Kwaija. Famous for art, dance, and theater. Powerful legacy in political culture due to Nelson Mandela. 4. Ethiopia, cultural uniqueness. Never colonized, strong indigenous identity. Unique language, calendar, religion, and food. Strong cultural influence in the Horn of Africa and among global African diaspora. Cultural influence ranking. Rank. Country. Why it leads. 1. Nigeria. Music plus movies plus youth culture plus fashion. 2. Egypt. Historical plus educational plus regional media influence. 3. South Africa. Modern music plus global art plus liberation culture. 4. Ethiopia. Distinct heritage plus spiritual influence. Music influence. Film media influence. Fashion trend influence. For music influence in Africa, the undisputed leader is Nigeria today. 1. Nigeria, 1. Music influence in Africa. Nigeria's music has gone global. Afrobeats is now one of the fastest-growing genres in the world. Artists like Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, Rema, Tems are winning Grammys, selling out stadiums, and collaborating with Drake, Beyoncé, Justin Bieber, Ed Sheeran, etc. Lagos is the music capital of Africa. Nigeria shapes what the rest of Africa listens to and what the world hears from Africa. 2. South Africa. South Africa influences the sound of African music. Known for Amapiano, House, Gqom, and Kwaito. Amapiano is currently spreading across Africa and moving into Europe and America. Artists like Kabza De Small, DJ Mafarissa, Tyla, Uncle Waffles drive dance and club culture. South Africa's influence is more about production style plus rhythm. 3. Ghana. Ghana has key cultural impact inside West Africa. Highlife and hiplife influenced. Artists like Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, Shatta Wale, Black Sheriff have strong regional presence. Ghana doesn't dominate globally like Nigeria. 4. Congo DRC. Congo is legendary in African traditional and dance music. Soukous and rumba Congolese shaped music across Central and East Africa. Old school influence remains strong today. This influence is more cultural legacy than current global impact. Music influence ranking. Rank. Country. Influence type. 1. Nigeria. Global mainstream music influence, Afrobeats. 2. South Africa. Continental club plus dance sound influence, Amapiano. 3. Ghana. Foundational influence to Afrobeats plus strong regional culture. 4. Congo DRC. Deep historical musical heritage. For film and media influence in Africa, the leader is again 1. Nigeria. Nollywood dominates Africa. Nigeria's film industry, Nollywood, is one of the largest film producers in the world, often ranked 2 by volume after Bollywood. Produces thousands of films every year. Movies are watched across Africa, especially in West Africa, Central Africa, East Africa. Nollywood actors are major celebrities across the continent. Streaming platforms like Netflix and Amazon Prime now invest heavily in Nigerian film and series. Nollywood shapes fashion, speech, slang, and pop culture across Africa. Example, a phrase from a Nigerian movie can trend across 10+ African countries. 2. South Africa. High quality plus global production base. South Africa is known for high production quality, strong film studios, and professional crews. Many Hollywood movies and Netflix series are shot in South Africa because of good infrastructure, scenic locations, cheaper production cost. Also produces major TV dramas and documentaries with global reach. South Africa influences the professional standard of African film. 3. Egypt. A historical media influence. Egypt was the original center of film in Africa. Cairo was the Hollywood of Africa and the Arab world from the 1930s-1970s. Egyptian cinema shaped Arab music, theater, broadcasting styles. Still influential in North Africa and the Middle East. Egypt's influence is more legacy plus Arab cultural sphere. 4. Ghana. Ghana collaborates closely with Nigeria. Ghana's Kumawood industry has strong local and diaspora influence. Increasing presence on YouTube and streaming platforms, but Nigeria remains dominant. Film and media influence ranking. Rank. Country. Why it leads. 1. Nigeria. Nollywood's massive output plus African-wide cultural reach. 2. South Africa. High production value plus global filming destination. 3. Egypt. Historical influence plus Arab-African media leadership. 4. Ghana. Strong regional influence plus growing film scene. The top 10 most influential actors in Africa. The top 10 most influential movies, or how Netflix changed African film. For fashion and style influence in Africa, the leading country is 1. Nigeria, trendsetter across Africa. Nigeria drives modern African fashion. Lagos is one of the fashion capitals of Africa. Nigerian designers like Lisa Faloio, Moalola Diola Sago are influencing global runways. Ankara styling and bold color patterns became popular across Africa largely through Nigerian media. Celebrities and influencers from Nigeria shape hairstyles, streetwear, makeup trends, and slang. Afrobeat stars also push new looks that spread fast on social media. Nigeria leads in youth fashion, music fashion culture, and red carpet styling. 2. South Africa streetwear plus Amapiano fashion. South Africa influences street style and creative fashion direction. Amapiano culture has its own recognizable style. Bucket hats, two-piece sets, clean sneakers, minimalist accessories. Johannesburg and Cape Town host major fashion weeks. Brands like Max Hosa Africa have gone international. South African fashion is known for artistic identity and clean aesthetics. South Africa shapes urban and artistic fashion trends. 3. Senegal high cultural elegance plus tailoring tradition. Senegal influences traditional and ceremonial fashion in West Africa. Boubou styles, embroidery, and luxury fabrics are widely copied. Dakar Fashion Week is one of the most respected in Africa. Senegalese designers focus on elegance and craftsmanship. Senegal leads in traditional elegance and Afro-chic high fashion. 4. Ghana Kente and Afro-diaspora influence. Ghana may not flood the continent with trends like Nigeria, but Kente fabric is globally recognized and deeply symbolic. Fashion influence ranking. Rank. Country. Influence type. 1. Nigeria. Youth culture plus celebrity influence plus street plus pop fashion. 2. South Africa. Streetwear plus artsy fashion plus Amapiano aesthetics. 3. Senegal. Traditional couture plus high fashion craftsmanship. 4. Ghana. Cultural heritage fashion Kente plus diaspora influence. All Africa countries are unique in their own way, but Nigeria stand out, and so many countries cannot survive without Nigeria. Thanks for your time, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless.